Good morning, welcome back. This is your reading for Monday, October 9th. The moon's in Leo still, and it's still in that waning crescent phase. So again, we're letting go. We're letting go of everything from the last full moon. We are gearing up towards the next new moon, which will also be the new moon's, the annular new moon, like ring of fire solar eclipse. So I did a video devoted just to that and moving through the houses. So if you know your natal chart, the timestamps are in there, and you can check that out. It's a huge event. Okay, so we have for today, we have the Hanged Man, but reversed. So this is weird because the moon is wanting us to let go, like we're in an ending phase, but the Hanged Man is like, no, I don't want to let go. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful about, now this could be a situation in your life where you're feeling deceived or humiliated even. And if that's the case, well, just know that it comes from something in a past life and childhood that isn't true, but you need to work through it. Okay, and it could have to do with a relationship issue. Or it could have to do with not wanting to let go of an old doctor that hasn't been working well, or maybe a doctor's retiring and you're not wanting to let go, but you need to find someone new. That's very possible with these two cards. And boy, that is, yeah, that happens. Let's see what else. Oh, and then we have the Devil. Okay. I feel like it's an addiction issue for someone out there. It's an issue of attachment. The Devil's all about blind spots and not seeing the full picture. So it's like the epitome of duality, where you're wanting to, your higher self is here, like wanting to help you let go of what doesn't work well. And it could be at the point where you haven't let go, so we have a little bit of a health issue we're contemplating. And the Devil coming through upright, well, if it's not an addiction to something, like sugar or alcohol or anything like that, it could be pessimism, because he's the epitome of pessimistic. He's the epitome of duality, right? And duality has us grabbing a hold of something because we're afraid, and the Two of Cups is all about our relationship with something. And it literally could be, what we drink. And maybe it's not alcohol, maybe it's something like soda or diet soda, which is the worst. I mean, anything with aspartame in it it's like death to your brain. So, yeah, that's one of those challenging things, that there are so many yummy things that are so bad for us that even in small amounts, it's not so good. But anyway, back to this is so interesting to have the Hangman reverse, these two majors and then the Two of Cups in the middle, right? So with the Hanged Man, I feel like hanging in here a little longer with the Hangman reverse. We're wanting to come from our head. We're wanting to figure things out, and there is a lack of surrender. And we're all pretty smart that, like if we could have figured it out with just our heads, we would have done that already. It could be that we're feeling trapped when we have the Hanged Man, and if we're feeling trapped by the Devil, then it would be a relationship issue possibly, or just an issue with material reality, because like he's the king of the material dualistic world. And then with that Two of Cups, though, it is a card of healing because it's straight up, right? The Two of Cups straight up is such a beautiful card for having happiness and attracting happiness towards you. It could even be a relationship that comes to you. And but maybe you're afraid to surrender because this person you feel like maybe has some tendencies to be controlling, has tendencies, maybe has been abusive in the past. Maybe this is an old person, an old relationship wanting to come back into your life, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, this guy cheated on me, or this guy actually hit me, or this guy, you know, I don't know about that, right? Yeah, trust your spidey senses. In that case, it would be do not surrender, right? Because you only want to surrender your heart to someone who's trustworthy of all of that. Especially women, you know, the woman in the relationship is the receiver, usually, not always, but, you know, there's usually one that holds space for the entire relationship, at least in the traditional, you know, sense. But now that people are evolving, I don't know that I can always, you know, hold to that old way. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know how the day goes for you. And always, don't forget, always, 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 with the dailies, when we have challenging major cards, or any challenging card, we don't read it as something, you know, as strongly as, you know, someone who would not be diving in once, you know, every day. So, yeah. So it could just be one little relationship hiccup, and it's good to not surrender. And if there's a relationship issue or anyone, work issue, anyone in your life who's actually projecting their own shame onto you and they're trying to humiliate you, well, you can heal that, and you know better than that. Okay, thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.